I am proud to say that for the third consecutive year, Milwaukee Academy of Science is at the exceeding expectations level based on our DPI state report card. MAS is the type of school Milwaukee needs to be a vibrant city for all. Because of our success, we now have a significant demand for our services. Next slide. We are now at 5 consecutive years where we've had record enrollment at Milwaukee Academy of Science. And we've spent $0 on mass marketing. The past 2 summers, we've doubled the number of applications, receiving over 500 new applications. Did I mention we've spent $0 on mass marketing? We now have a waiting list at 10 different grades. Did I mention we have not spent one single dollar on mass marketing? The demand is based on the service we're providing and those we're providing the service to, telling other people about the work we're doing at Milwaukee Academy of Science. But that demand has now caused a shortage of space. So much so that we don't have space for 25% of our students that are currently in our elementary. Let me say it differently. If we don't expand our school, 1 out of every 4 students in our elementary will have to find another school to go to. That simply can't happen. And so we've launched a call to action. Next slide. I stated that we launched a call to action, not a capital campaign. We don't have time for a 2 to 3 year capital campaign. COVID hindered our ability to operate a full capital campaign over the spring and summer, but it did not thwart our desire to make sure all of our current students can attend MAS next year. We've been working hard with Gilbane Company to create a path to keep all of our babies at MAS next year and to be able to serve more. In this expansion, next slide, we will move into the 3rd floor, which is 20,000 square feet, the size of a small school, that will allow us to have 9 additional classrooms, office spaces. I'm excited to say 2 multi-purpose STEAM labs, interactive and modernized technology to help us prepare our students for the future workforce, increase computer bandwidth and capacity. MAS staff, one day, every single person in the building will be able to be on our Wi-Fi system without an issue. In order to do so, we have to make some additional changes as well. Next slide. We also have to have a second gym. So consider this. Whatever elementary school you went to likely had its own gymnasium. Whatever middle school you went to likely had its own gymnasium. Depending on the type of high school and where you went to high school, you may have had 1, 2, 3, or 4 gyms. If you live in Mequon, you probably had 6 gyms. MAS is kindergarten through 12th grade, and we've existed with 1 gym. We simply can't continue to do so if we're adding more students. So we're going to create a 6,700 square foot gym with a new entryway to make sure that not only we can do things like have more gym classes for more students, but also we can make sure that all of our youngest babies, when there's inclement weather, they have a space to go to make sure they can get the physical activity that they need. This is critically important. And by the way, our boys basketball team was ranked #1 in the state last year. Our girls basketball team has been to the state tournament 2 out of the last 3 years. I think they deserve a locker room and other things that the state's best programs have. So we are excited about the opportunity to move into that 20,000 square feet and to have a second gym to better serve the needs of our scholars.